sort of had 2 years me sitting at home eating mince pies and I think I'm just not fight. But no, you know, it's like.
But I mean, you had a defeat abroad. Looking at you today, you look fitter than you did then.
Yeah, again, I'll say thanks to this man, you know, whether because of what, like I said, I came into the game, no amateur background. I didn't want to play golf for any fighting sport till the age of 21. Spoke to a lot of fighters previously, they were doing stuff at the age of 10. I was playing rugby, that was my first love. 21, started kickboxing. Went over, fought undefeated in England, went to Japan, fought over there, and then I came here and I've always got through it. I do what I want if you want, and you're not eating right, I'm not putting in 100%. I used to fight on the K1, win a fight, and not go back to the gym for 3 weeks sort of thing. And it's having the right people around you. We train now, we finish our session. Before I leave the gym, there's something prepared for me to eat. I eat that. We sit out, we go to the gym if I'm working hard and Mark will come and says, Matt, you're looking a bit jaded, we'll cut the session short and we've got rest. I didn't look at rest as an important factor of training, whereas now I do. I listen to my body a lot, obviously, and touch wood, you know, it's working for me and I do feel good, yeah, and still feel positive. Obviously, my age, people say probably shouldn't be fighting, but I know age is an issue, but not necessarily to me. I do feel fit, I still feel strong, and I'm still eager and hungry to continue fighting.
You're not weighing as much as you have?
No, I mean, you used to, whether it was kidology that you thought, you know, I was doing 12 rounds. I was doing 12 rounds at sort of, I think I was fighting about 17.8, 17.9. And then I was doing 12 rounds, and like now I'm doing 12 rounds, feeling I can if it come around 5, I can pick the pace up and bring it down. Whereas before I was doing 12 rounds, and mentally you're thinking, right, you don't want to do too much in round 3 or 4, because you want to wait X amount of rounds. But now I feel like I can pick the pace up in round 5, and because my energy levels are better, and that's hence through losing weight, but not. We've lost the weight properly, not just gone away and starved myself and living on salads. I've lost the weight through putting in the work and eating the right foods, if that makes sense.
What do you expect to weigh for the fight?
About 9.5 stone.
And the other leg?
To be honest with you, weight is an issue. We train hard, and if I hit the scales on that day at 17.4, so be it. If I hit them at 17 stone, so be it. I'm not trying to make weight. I'm trying to be fit, and if I'm fit and I'm eating properly and I'm coming at 17.4, so be it. But you know, at the minute, I think I'm walking around about 17.3, 17.2s, which is I feel good at.
You saw what this man did to Audley.
Yeah.
You got to be impressed by that.
Look, I never underestimate no one. You can look at her. You know, if I myself was going to fight Audley, I wouldn't take it for granted. At the end of the day, they're big guys in there. They're all big guys, you know, and you can't overlook anyone because otherwise you come unstuck. What I've seen of David so far, obviously, is impressive, and I also believe that the guys he's fought have allowed him to almost dictate the fight. And I think, you know, I was there at ringside when he knocked Audley out, and it was a very impressive shot. And you know, Audley, I think, was coming at it, was standing on the outside, and sometimes, you know, you kind of have to think to yourself, hang on, I'm in a fight, let's get in the fight, you know, because it's the same as, I don't know, if no one wants to take the initiative and push the issue, then it becomes a 50-50. One person has to kind of take the fight, and you know, and I think that I haven't seen that yet.
David, Matt said the pressure's not on him. Do you feel as though there's always on you as a result?
Yeah, well, I think every fight I have going forward, I'm going to have a lot of pressure on me because there's a lot of hype surrounding me at the moment, and that was the same in my last fight, and it's going to be the same in this fight. But it's a welcome type of pressure. It's the type of pressure that I take as a compliment that I have got some kind of expectancy on me. If no one expected me to do it, then I'd be doing something wrong. So yeah, the pressure is on, but it's a welcome feeling.
you expect Matt to cause you more problems than all you do?
Of course I do. Of course I do. Matt Skelton is, everyone knows he's a fighting man. You know, he's a fighter. That's what he does, and he's not going to come in and shy away from a fight. He's going to come and want to actually have a fight and take me out my comfort zone and whatever else. But of course, I'm expecting a tough fight, and you know, I don't think there's anyone as worthy out there in the UK at the moment, the way things are, to challenge for the British title and the Commonwealth title. To be honest, he's had 3 good wins, 3 stoppages. He's in good form. He's got previous form where he's fought for the world title, the European champion, and he's out these titles as well. So it's a great fight for me. I think it's definitely a great fight going forward.